How's it going, Jack Tackers, and welcome back to another video for you guys. Today, I'm going to be doing my review for episode 2 of Lucky Hank, which was titled George Saunders. Now, another pretty good episode of this show. We have 2 good episodes back-to-back, in my opinion. Granted, I don't necessarily think this one was better than the previous episode, but overall, I still really enjoyed the episode and thought it was a good watch. I don't have really that many negatives with it. This did do kind of a good job at kind of expanding the story, introducing us to more characters and also allowing kind of more screen time for other characters as well. I do kind of feel like episode 1 was solely focused on Hank, and I mean, this is his show. And I do think that, don't get me wrong, I mean, this episode does focus on him a lot and his relationship with, of course, George Saunders. And I just think overall, though, it did a good job this episode on kind of showing us more sides to all of our characters. And especially that little side plot with Gracie and her hating Paul Rourke's car because she finds it annoying. It was very funny. And again, another very funny episode. I thought it was pretty hilarious. I think I laughed at when Bardo had that sign that said 23 days without apology. Hilarious stuff. Very good episode. And really good humor. But George Saunders is basically this old friend of Hank's past, kind of old writing colleague, and basically Hank's pretty jealous of him because he realizes his writing career is not that amazing when compared to George's. And he's very jealous throughout the episode, and did kind of remind me of Walter White and Elliot in Breaking Bad. Walter being jealous basically of gray matter, just a little bit, but this was kind of the good version, the good ending, because Hank kind of swallows his jealousy a little bit at the end and overcomes it. And he does a good job moderating. And it does seem like he's in a good place now. Maybe. We'll see. Granted, there's 6 episodes left. Also, I liked how this book... I was going to say this book, but this episode does a good job at kind of including things from the book, such as the kidney stones that Hank is kind of having at the moment. But then it's kind of alluding to the fact that it's actually stress, and it's definitely paced and structured a bit differently, the story, when you compare the book to the show, just so far, because the kidney stones thing is kind of like a kind of side plot that goes on for a long time throughout the book. Like, through the whole book, you hear Hank talk about, his discomfort with these kidney stones. And you don't really find out so much later in the book and much later in the story that it is kind of stress related. It's kind of like a revelation almost, that it's like, oh, it's actually stress related. But they did basically allude to it in this episode right away. Not like that's a bad thing, but it is something slightly different from the book. And I did talk about how maybe we would see Hank's dog, Occam, in this. But no, he doesn't have a dog in the show, which is kind of sad, I'll be honest, but whatever. I did like another funny moment in this episode, Julie and Russell making it seem like they have some big news that maybe Julie's pregnant and knows just about a pool. Funny stuff, really good. We're also introduced to Hank's mom, and I like that. It does kind of expand the lore, if you will, introduces us to more characters. She wasn't in the episode that long. I think she was in like 1 scene pretty much, but or maybe 2, I don't know. But I did think she's a pretty decent character. We haven't seen much of her so far, but she is obviously, she was in the book, and whatever. It's interesting. And overall, I thought this was a decent episode. I thought it was hilarious, and it was a good time, good watch. I've been liking this show so far. I really have, and I wish other people were watching it. I feel like not many people have really been talking about it, but that's all right. It's pretty funny and great, and Bob Odenkirk still manages to be fantastic on the role as Lucky Hank, William Henry Devereaux Jr. Great stuff. I wonder when we're going to see his dad, because obviously he's been mentioned in the previous episode and this one, and I do hope we'll see him in these next couple episodes someday. So one of these episodes. But yeah, there you guys go. That's kind of my review. That's really all I got to say about it. Good stuff. And I want to hear your thoughts on the episode, though, if you have seen it. What did you think of it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? I think most people have been enjoying the show so far, which is a good thing because I think it deserves some praise. It's fairly underrated right now. I mean, I know we're only 2 episodes in, but also in this episode, I also did like the scene where that we have that kind of like monologue of Hank talking about how it's fun to draw dicks. That was pretty funny. I like that as well. It's just a great kind of fun show. I don't know. I've been enjoying it, and I hope that it continues to, I guess, impress me, if you will. But yeah, that's all I got to say. I'm just rambling now. If you guys liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Make sure to check out my social media, my Letterboxd, Twitter, down in the description and pinned comment below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.